Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what is it that you need to know for the second half of 2022. So this is going to be in the form of guidance, this is going to be in the form of changes and blessings coming your way. As always, you have three piles in front of you, and please know there is no such thing as right and wrong. If you're attracted to more than one pile, you absolutely can choose more than one. Yeah, of course, you can choose on the basis of the plates or the feathers or the images, whichever way it speaks to you. I'll give you some time to make your choice, and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive for the second half of 2022. Let's dive into what messages they are. Now remember this, I feel like the next half of 2022 is going to be magical in many ways. You're going to be able to implement a lot of things that you've planned for yourself, and you'll also find a lot of dreams, your visions and goals coming to fruition. Okay, the only thing that you have to remember is you have to be laser focused. So firstly, fix a vision as to what you want the rest of your 2022 to look like, so that it can actually come to life for you. So the fixed vision, that manifestation coming to life, is indicated for you in the second half of the year. Now remember this, you're also in the stage of preparation. Now this preparation can be in terms of studying, this preparation can be on a personal level, or this preparation can be on a spiritual level, depending on what goals you have for yourself. But remember, like the Buddha, your mind has to be calm. Okay, so if you're very likely to get into confusions, or you're very likely to have that chattering mind, you have to still that first, get it into alignment with life, so that whatever you dream for yourself will happen very, very quickly. I also feel like a lot of spiritual advancement is going to be coming your way in the second half of 2022. It is a time of powerful change, and I feel like for you, pile 1, this powerful change has started since the lion gate portal. So it is a time of powerful changes in all area of your life. More than one is what is coming through for you. Let's see what area that is. Okay, the biggest change that is going to be happening for you, pile 1, is in the area of your career. So very likely in the second half of the year, you may change your career, you may change your job, you may change the institution in which you're associated with, or you may change your university. It may happen in that direction, but remember, whatever change is coming, it is taking you towards your destiny. It is safe for you to change your work, it is safe for you to do whatever you feel like is right for you right now, and you're supported in it with every step you take. Especially for you, angelic protection is large when it comes to your career. I feel like a lot of career related plans for you will work out beautifully. So please make sure, if you're not having certain set plans career wise, you set it now, so that they can really come into the zone of the change and work to your advancement. Remember this, you are also very likely to be starseed. So not all of you, of course, multiple of you is what I'm seeing here. But for you, what happens is, you are going in a very good way, but you pick up the energy of other people. Sometimes the energy you pick up are actually good. So some people may contribute beautifully to your life, helping you achieve your dreams, but there are also going to be others who probably contribute negatively. So remember, if you want to achieve the best in your life, put yourself in the zone of people who are better than you. Okay, so that you can pick up those better energies, and in the process, along with that group, you will have the forward momentum that people are having with you. So be very careful of people who you are with during this point of time, because very likely you are going to be more like them is coming forth. Now remember this, right now you have to empower yourself. So don't go into that defeating mindset that I won't be able to do it. Sometimes we try to be too realistic about life, but life is about having a balance between ambition and realism. So for you right now, it's all about empowering yourself to think of yourself as better than who you are, and that is what you're going to be ending yourself with. Okay, remember, if you feel like you want to change hats, or you want to do multiple changes in all areas of your life, you have the capacity to do that. In fact, at this point of time, having more than one career is also possible for you. Or you may want to experiment a little bit with what works for you beautifully, and once that experimentation is done, you will know what is right for you. So especially in the area of your career, you may feel like trying a couple of things that you may not have tried before, which will take you towards, okay, this is the right fit for me, is what is coming forth. Now, this right now, whenever you're watching this video, please sit down and write down the wishes that you have for yourself, because it is a time of wishing, and it is also a time of wish fulfillment for you. So if you want to make a couple of changes to your vision board, now is the time to do that, but wish to your heart's content. Sometimes we feel like, not praying to the divine to ask for what we want is a good thing, but I'm here to tell you it's not. It is time for you to attract the life that you want yourself to have, and please make sure you have divine as a partner for you with that. Now, in your life, pile 1, you have certain destructive tendencies. Now, this can be like being your own worst enemy, or sometimes allowing people in your life are actually destructive for you. So right now, you have to free yourself with patterns that are not right for you, to destroy things that are impulsive for you. Okay, once again, certain things are like, oh, I want to do this today, you go in this direction. I want to do this tomorrow, you'll go in that direction. So once again, it's great to experiment, but experimentation has to be secondary. One has to be a full-time thing for you, move in that direction, and second things you can experiment with when it comes to your life. So free yourself of things that are destructive for your own self is what is coming through for the second half of 2022. Remember this, when it comes to your life, you have to prepare for adventures, and especially with the powerful changes card, you're going to be probably picking your bags and heading in a different direction altogether. Or you may feel like, you want to travel a lot more. You want to experience life a lot more. You want to experience cultures. You want to experience people. So I feel like frequent travel or travel to a place that you've never traveled before may also be on the cards for you. But all the changes that are happening are going to be blessed change. So for you, pile 1, your life is almost marked in two different sets. One is the life that used to be, and the one that is, okay? And your life that is going to be is much more blessed and much more protected than the life that was in the first half of 2022. And remember this, the second half is actually going to be making you into a living poetry. You are going to be falling in love with yourself, and you're also going to be falling in love with the life you create for yourself. I won't be surprised that by the end of 2022, you'll be like, this is what I've always wanted to do. Two things. One, you're going to be finding a career that is just right for you, and you're going to become a version of yourself that you love at the same time. I will tell you this, certain friendships that are forming now are going to be lifelong friendships for you. So once again, monitor the people who come into life, and if you feel like certain friendships are over, put an end to it. Yeah, you're gradually moving towards a life that is meant to be yours. By the end of 2022, you will know your life purpose, and you're actually going to be walking there. Okay, so once again, this is like the final purpose towards your life. I feel like whatever career changes will happen for you right now, they will only happen this time. And then this is what I want, and then you find your path ahead in life. Okay, remember, your life purpose is not always about your career. So people who are young, this can be about your career choices, but people who are slightly older, this can be like, okay, I want to be a part of this community and find my purpose there, or I want to be a part of my family and take care of my children or grandchildren. So depending on your age, you're going to be finding the purpose for your life is coming through. But remember, whatever direction you're walking on in your life, it's something that you've not done before. Okay, so this can be something completely unfamiliar to you, and sometimes you may feel like a fish out of water, but sometimes being a fish out of water is a good thing, because you learn to breathe again. Make sure your mind is calm, because once your mind is calm, nothing can disturb you, and all the changes will really happen gradually and beautiful for you. But remember, if right now you don't know what path to take, the path will reveal itself over the course of the next 6 months. So there's nothing really to worry about. It's a beautiful time coming into your life. But remember this, in the next phase of your life, you're also going to be needing help from people who are your family, and help from people who are complete strangers. So don't be like, I'm going to be doing everything on my own, because although you're very capable of doing that, sometimes we all need help. And getting help is no such thing as perceiving your weakness. If you need help, it will be available to you. And see, pile 1, you always givers, but when you give, you also have to give to people who are willing to give you back in return. Only then your cup is going to be full, and you're going to be able to take care of your needs when it comes to life. So allow help to come your way, and also give to relationships that are able to give you back at this point of time. The next 6 months are actually going to surprise you in many ways than one. It's almost like you were least expecting the changes and the changes come, but you're going to be happy that they did. Okay, it's almost like a dream that you thought was impossible for you to come true. So there's like an unexpected blessing in your way. Okay, the next 6 months are more filled with blessings, sometimes challenges. They are not really challenges, but they are little obstacles that are coming, but they're coming for you to be better as a human being. Yeah, that's coming through. And of course, for you, the fossil that you've picked up, or the gemstone that you've picked up, is actually a shell fossil. And I'm going to read out what the message says to you. Are you ready to uncover memories or wisdom stored within your consciousness? So everything that is happening to you within the next 6 months period is actually something that will be able to manage with your own wisdom. You need assistance sometimes, but it is your wisdom and your memories which will help you navigate these territories much more better than anything else in your life. Spiral inward to understand your dreams and visions, recognize the value of the past and use it as a stepping stone for your future. So everything up until this moment that you've experienced, it is going to be of value to you. It's not going to be like, oh, I don't know why this happened to me, it was useless. Nothing was useless. Everything was an experience so that it may assist you to become a better and advanced human being in the future. Remember, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your visions, because they may also come in with certain guidance when it comes to your future. You have much wisdom inherent within you, use it. So to navigate the rest of 2022, you're already equipped. Everything is prepared you for this stage of your life, even though it may be unfamiliar. You'll be able to use all the knowledge that you have. You'll be able to use things that have happened to you in your life to become a better version for you in the future. The powerful changes are on cards for you for the rest of 2022. It may take you into unfamiliar territories, but remember, you have help in the form of people who are really good for you in your life. Okay, and they'll be with you throughout when it comes to your future. Please make sure to not stop dreaming, because it is your dreams, new dreams and old, which are going to be coming true for you in your future. But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive for the rest half of 2022. As always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with nothing but my best wishes. And if you want to join me in the next pile, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll leave you here. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive for the second half of 2022. Let's look into what messages you need to receive. Now remember this, in the second half of 2022, you're going to be finding a lot of spiritual gifts coming into your way. But interestingly, all the spiritual gifts that you're acquiring, you're going to be able to use it in your practical life. You're going to be using it in your career. You're going to be using it to create wealth and abundance for yourself. But remember this, your gifts are yours as a gift from the divine. And a gift is only more valuable when it is shared, okay? So you may feel like, more loving than usual. You may feel like you need to support other people. And in a way, you're also going to be finding like you are the person who's meant to guide the world towards their future. And honestly, if you feel that intrinsically, then you are blessed already. But you're going to be experiencing grace in your life, and truly what it means to be having a blessed life is what is going to be experiencing in the second half of 2022. When it comes to your spiritual path, you're now going to be taking on to the path of bhakti. So falling in love with one aspect of the divine, or falling in love with the divine itself. But it is your bhakti that will take you in multiple places. See, everybody has a different path spiritually. Some go through it with chanting, some go through it with meditation, and some go through it surely and surely with the love of God. But the love of God is your path ahead when it comes to your spiritual life in the second half of 2022. Interestingly, this second half also marks the end of a tough cycle for you. So if the last 1 year, 1.5 years for you was very difficult, it is coming to an end, and it is coming to an end with beauty with it. Okay, and when a tough cycle comes to an end, obviously the next cycle for you is one of lot of ease and lot of happiness when it comes to your life. In the second half of 2022, interestingly, you could be very much going into the zone of yoga. Yoga may help you elevate your physical standards in life, and yoga may also give you the kind of mental satisfaction and mental peace that you're going to be getting in life. I won't be surprised if I find maximum yoga teachers or yoga practitioners for you in this pile. And remember, if you are intrinsically being taken in the direction of yoga, nothing is better than that, because it will take your life in an entirely new direction, one that you did not even anticipate for yourself. In the second half of 2022, I would suggest you not to have very, very harsh goals for yourself. Remember, loosen your grip on life. Let life take you in a direction that it wants to take you. See, of course, having a plan is an intrinsic life for you, but life is sort of divinely guided for you at this point of time. And divinely guided life is much more blessed than the life that you decide for yourself. Okay, so loosen your grip on things. Once again, if you are having certain addictions when it comes to life, whether this is about relationships, whether this is about controlling somebody else or fixing other people, then fixing yourself, let it go. Let God in and take charge of your life is what is coming through. In the second half of 2022, you're also going to be becoming much more introverted than before. So there are going to be two aspects of your life. One is like you share your life with people, but the second half is like your own life, where you do your own things. This can be about your career, this can be your friendships, but your life. See, I know pile 2 to be chronic givers. In the second half of 2022, you're drawing a boundary. This is where I'm comfortable for you to be a part of me, and this is where I'm comfortable for you to not be a part of me. So firm boundaries are in place for you in the second half of 2022. But remember, your life is completely changing. Drastic changes await you in the second half, and it's almost like you yourself will not have expected these changes for yourself. But remember, this new life requires you to have courage. It needs you to be brave, and it will also need you to make tough choices for yourself. But you're tougher than the choices when it comes to life. So face everything with beauty, and you know how to do this is the message I'm getting. You don't need any further training to live the life that you're meant to in the upcoming time. In the second half of 2022, new friendships will be in place. So this may be that you join a new club, you join a new university, you join a new place of attendance, and you find new friends. But remember, the new friends who come into life are going to be friends that are there for a reason. They'll be there to support you, to guide you, and also make you the best human being that you can possibly be. So second half of 2022 will have new people entering your life. And remember, all the changes that are happening for you in the second half are the good kind. So whenever changes happen and whenever one cycle comes to an end, we always wonder how the next cycle is going to be. So it is a good kind. That is what you need to do when it comes to your life. Remember something, in the second half, whenever you're making any kind of changes in your life, whenever you're making any choices, one thing that you should always ask yourself is, why am I doing it? What is my intention behind doing it? And what do I mean to accomplish as a result of that? Because once you're clear on your intention, then things become a lot more easier for you when it comes to life. And when it comes to the why, if you're not satisfied with the answer, don't go for it. Doubt means don't is something that you have to remember as you're moving into the rest half of 2022. Now, remember, your certain behaviors are addictive. It is almost like a pattern that has been stuck to you. And the second half will be about getting rid of those patterns. Firstly, you have to confront certain behaviors of yourself that are not ideal, and then compromise with what you're willing to have on what you're willing to let go. Okay? You have to be honest with yourself. See, when it comes to addiction, whether this is in relationship, whether this is when it comes to substances, or whether this is when it comes to your work, being an alcoholic, it is honesty that can take care of everything. So be honest with yourself and be honest with all the whys when it comes to your life. Remember, the life that you know it is going to be changing. Once again, movement is possible. So for a couple of you, you may be changing residences or you're traveling much more frequently than you anticipated. But this movement as well is blessed for you. It will take you in a direction that the divine wants you to go into is what is coming forward. So I feel like beauty is a part of your life in 2022. Major attitude changes are also possible for you, but you're going to be changing your attitude towards people. You consciously, disconnecting yourself from your past life and moving towards a life that is better. You're consciously getting rid of one kind of attitude and picking up a new attitude at that, which is why the why in your life is much more important at this point of time. Now, Remember, this is second half of 2022, that is also a time for you to give back. Give back to the people who've helped you so far in your life and giving back to community as well. So very likely in the second half of 2022, you may find yourself getting in, alignment with the community, getting in alignment with, charitable causes, or giving something back to the society at large is indicated. Or sometimes it can also be giving back to your family. It will depend on who you are and your age when it comes to your life as well. And the crystal that is important for you in the second half of 2022 is red tiger's eye. Now I'll read the message out to you so that you'll get clarity here. Do you need some motivation? Do you find your mind wandering when you're trying to be focused? So what may happen is, one thing that is important right before you start anything is, what is your motivation? If you're lacking motivation, then find it within yourself, or probably have a friend who will probably keep you motivated when it comes to that. And if you find that you're not able to be focused, meditation will help you, and yoga then will help you a great deal when it comes to life. Okay. If so, you need to find your passion and begin experiencing the rewards that come with living it. So once again, once you get into yoga, you have to tell yourself that, okay, if I do this, these rewards will come into me. If you want to pick up a new course, you should tell yourself that, okay, if I do this course, this is what I'll get in return. It's all about, motivating yourself and telling yourself, if I do this, this is what I'll get. And this is why the why asking yourself is very important with it. Do what you love. Prosperity is yours, but you must take action. So once again, in terms of anything that you want to do next, you have to love it, most importantly. And prosperity is assured to you, but prosperity is assured if you love what you do. Okay, so falling in love with something is the most important thing for money to come in when it comes to your life. Remember, the first half of 2022 and the second half of 2022 is going to be drastically different for you. So one thing, you have to be able to adapt to things. So be open to changes, because unless you open to new things, you're just going to be stuck into the energy of the old. Remember, it is difficult because you have a very firm grip on your reality. If you keep having that firm grip, the beautiful future that is meant to be yours may not come in. There has to be this area where you are like open to, making changes. If you're open to making changes, changes will come. You need to have courage to step into this new life, because once you have courage and you move forward in your life, beautiful changes await you is what is coming true. Yeah, remember, in terms of spirituality, it is a path of devotion that will take you very far in your life, and it is the end of a tough cycle. So the next cycle is promised to be easier when it comes to your life. Overall, these are the messages for you for the second half of 2022, and as I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive for the second half of 2022. Let's look at what they are. Okay. Now remember this, the most important thing for you to have is a clear and sacred vision. When it comes to life, you have to ask yourself, am I creating a masterpiece, or am I settling for less than ideal for myself? And remember, do not settle. You're meant for the sky. You have to raise your ambition and always hope and pray for the best thing that life has to offer when it comes to you. But remember this, whatever choices you're making, they have to be filled with love of something that you want for yourself in the future. Once again, wherever you are, think about your future, think about your future life, and send love in that direction. So automatically, whatever unfolds will be a masterpiece of love and blessings in your life. Remember, there are parts of you that need to be healed, which will heal by the second half, and give yourself time and space for it, which is very important. One thing that will help your healing process, both physical and emotional healing, is nature. So as much time as you can spend in nature, that will be of great assistance to you, and your body is what is coming forth. Remember this. At all stages in the second half, be honest with yourself. If you feel like certain things are working for you, be honest. And if you feel like certain things are not working, be open to make adjustments in it and be open to make changes. But at all point of time, be honest with yourself. Sometimes just to make ourselves feel comfortable and just to, not want change in our life, we lie to ourselves. Now you cannot afford that. So be honest with yourself, and everything when it comes to your life is important. Now, Planning is great. You've done all the planning that you can. The second half requires you to take action. So if you are a student, you have to get down to studying. If you want to get a new job, search for a new job. If you want a life partner, search for that life partner. And if you want to relationships to thrive, take efforts towards them on your own. It is your action that is going to be changing your life in the second half of 2022. Interestingly, a lot of you may actually want to write a book or just to write in general. But there is a book inside you that is willing to come out and be expressed itself. See, even though when you're watching this video right now, you may not feel that need, but as time progresses, that inner author that wants to come out and speak its truth will come out. So you may find wanting to write a book or write a blog or express yourself with video vlogs, vlogs as they call it, may also be possible for you. But make time to write, even everyday diary. You never know, that diary may turn into a masterpiece sometime in the future. But there is a writer inside you who's willing to come out. Now, sometimes in your life, you may feel like, you don't want to do anything. You just want to stay indoors, wrap yourself with a blanket, make yourself a cup of tea and just watch a Netflix series. So give yourself time for that, because that is also highlighted for you in the second half of 2022. And remember, the winter months are coming, and in the winter months, it's just a natural thing to happen. So that may be possible for you. So if you want to take a holiday during the later half of the months, please make sure you do that. And if you feel like you really need to rest after that long efforts, give yourself that. Okay, but you may feel like you need to stop somewhere and just cater to your own needs, which may happen for you in your life. And some miracle is going to happen for you in the end of 2022. It's like you were not expecting it, but it happens for you. So once again, please from now on, wherever in your life, you tell yourself miracles are possible for you. Miracles are possible for me, and those miracles will actually take place. But belief in that miracles is something that is most important when it comes to your life. So believe in miracles that may happen for you in 2022. Now, the second half of 2022 may actually cause you to get rid of couple of things that you're holding. Cleaning your house may be possible for a couple of you. You may be wanting to move to a different place and you want to clean your house. Getting interior decorations happening in your life is also possible, but it's like you're trying to clean your slate and making your house into one that has newer and fresher energies when it comes to life. So what is going to happen, your house is going to be a safe haven for you. So maybe you want to make it more huga, or you want to make it more minimalistic. That will depend on your lifestyle choices, but your lifestyle is also getting a huge upgrade is what is coming through when it comes to you. It is going to be a lifestyle that is more suited for you as a person, more than it is suited for anybody else when it comes to life. Remember, as I mentioned here, you have to use nature to heal yourself. So maybe your relationship with children are going to be important. You may have your own children of your brother, sister, anybody in the family. Orphanages that may be important for you, or some of you may be a teacher, or you may want to get into teaching or child therapy. That is also possible. But these relationships are going to be important. Your relationship with animals are important. Your communication with nature spirits are going to be important in the second half of 2022. You're going to be more prone in that direction, more prone towards a simpler life is highlighted here for you in the second half. Now, interestingly, having a family for yourself, having a community for yourself is also important. So community building exercises you may get into, and once again, your work with community at large is also highlighted for you. So you want that need to be met, the need of community, the need of family, the family that you belong to, that may be highlighted. Some of you may actually end up getting married and then forming a new family for yourself in second half of 2022, and then pregnancy may also be possible for you. Now, before you get into the vibe of the next half of 2022, please make sure you have a statement for your soul. What mission do you want to have when it comes to the second half, and then make that mission come true for you. See, once again, you are co-creators with your life. So take part in that co-creation, take action in that co-creation, so that in the end of 2022, when you're ready to welcome the first half of 2023, you will know that you're living a blessed life and you've done what you were setting out to achieve is what is coming forth. And interestingly, forgiveness is a huge thing for you. So if you have certain people in life that you're not able to forgive, it's okay to not forgive. I'm not telling you that you compulsorily have to, but at least don't hold resentments. Act as if that the person is not there in your life, so that at least the blocks are out and you can experience love when it comes to your life. That is very important. Letting go of those burdens that you're carrying, because remember, the burdens are your own to carry. So please let it go and fill it with love instead is important for you in the second half of 2022. At this point of time, sky is the limit for you, so you can create whatever it is that you want to create. See, it's like, God is giving you a blank slate. He's giving you a blank book and he's telling you, write what you want, and he will be able to willing to come and help you when it comes to the process of manifesting that in your life. Once again, your spiritual dimension is opening up for you, and a lot of spiritual blocks may open for you as well. So the possibility for your spiritual life is also limitless when it comes to you. And in everything you do, especially when it comes to your career, you have to have faith in yourself. People who want to start their own businesses, people who want to change jobs, people who want to start a family, take that leap of faith. Start wherever you are, and whatever desires you have, put it into action, take action, and you will find that they actually come true for you as if with a miracle when it comes to your life. So miraculous possibilities await you in the second half of 2022. Now, one thing you have to understand is you have to build your body in the way that you want to. So especially for people who've been struggling health wise, listen to what your body is trying to tell you. If your body is telling you that today I want this kind of food, like give your body that kind of food. If your body is telling you that it needs exercise. If your body is telling you it needs rest, okay, because it has to be according to the vibe of your body, so that your body will end up building its own strength. Once again, for you, your bodily strength will also be healed by nature with animals. Animals are the greatest healers. Nature is the greatest healer. So go in that direction. Once again, Ayurveda will help you a great deal, because it's all about the plant energy, right? So listen to your body and give your body whatever it needs in the second half of 2022. And now the most important crystal for you in the second half is the celestial quartz. Okay, I'll read out the message to you and explain it to you as well. Are you ready to release blocks from yourself and Mother Earth? Now remember this, you and Mother Earth are very, very closely connected. Do you realize that your own healing helps heal many people on a planetary level? See, we feel like if we heal ourselves emotionally, physically, it's not affecting anybody else. It actually does. One healed person can then help other people heal in multifolds. See, if emotionally you are a stable people, tomorrow that people who come into life are going to be people who are healed themselves, especially if you have kids in the future. If you are damaged, your children will also end up being damaged by just the fact that you are not healed yourself. So when you heal yourself, you'll automatically have children who are beautiful in that. It's very clear spirits that is indicated. Okay, so by healing yourself, you'll not only heal yourself but the world at large is indicated. Allow the celestial messengers to guide you to be a true earth steward and the caregiver of the planet. So your job is not for yourself, it is actually for the entire planet. Once again, you had the message of community. So you may be actually engaging in community services in the second half of 2022. So your healing is the healing of the world, and you're almost acting like an earth angel in your own capacity, or a caregiver of planet Earth. You are a messenger of light. So light beings, all of you, star seeds, all of you. So you're a messenger of light and well-being. So you are responsible in the second half of 2022 for a lot more people than you bargained for. Your own kids, your own family, community, and the world if you end up being an author, because a book has the capacity to carry healing messages through whoever picks it and reads it up. Lot of important missions for you to carry on, and which is exactly for you. You're being told that the possibility for your life is limitless. Don't ever limit yourself. Remember, forgiveness is the way forward. So you're free from certain karmic bondages, and you are free to serve human beings in the best way you can. You're able to serve yourself in the best way that you can, and to start with a fresh slate once again. So right now, whenever you're watching this video, it's almost like life is giving you the chance to wipe your slate. So wipe it clean today and start afresh for the next of 2022 and create a beautiful life for yourself. Limitless possibility awaits you. As I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.